go, first round. The Voice, Michael Chiavello and Lightning Mike Ango with you ringside from the sold-out Dodge Fight Night at the Sky City Casino in Auckland.
Well, immediately we see that Whitley is a southpaw. Very difficult proposition. Talking to Muhammad before the fight, he hasn't had any sparring with southpaws, so it will take him a little while to work his man out. Muhammad is a really nice body shot with that straight right hand.
Right.
What we didn't see earlier on, Azawi showing good eyes there. He went with the uppercut. He saw his man was dipping low. The right hand well. Downstairs to the body, particularly in a 12-round fight, works well. Nice counter jab from Azawi.
Azawi controlling centering, Muhammad Azawi, Derek Whitley after 4 rounds. We've both got it 40-37. Mike Angover and myself in favour of Muhammad Azawi. A 3-point difference in favour of Muhammad, and that means Derek Whitley needs to start putting the pedal to the metal. He needs to start throwing down here on Azawi.
To his right, try and get Azawi to circle and follow him, and then he can plant that left hand with more authority.
Jab from Whitley. Jab left hand up the centre, falls short for him.
No pushing, huh?
He's very adept, as we saw there, just pressing the forearm down on the back of the neck of Derek Whitley, which is really nullifying his opportunity to throw body shots on the inside, although he's just showing a little bit of showboating, swinging his left hand around, trying to draw the attention, really to set up a right hand and then go back to his left, but Azawi not really falling for it. Again, very defensively minded fighter.
You're going to have to stop crouching and leaning, huh?
Hard call from the referee there. Azawi's actually pushing him down.
13 remaining. We're in the 5th round of 12. Again, trying to get through the defense of Whitley. Both men in centering. Will Whitley give up the centering and drift back to the ropes, as he has so far for 4 rounds?
I think Whitley did do quite well there. He shuffled round to his left a couple of times and doubled up on the left hand. Shuffled round to his right, rather, doubling up on it. And that does open up Azawi a little bit. And that's the game plan. You shuffle round to your right, you expose him to your left hand, and there
Teru, Peter Kariuki, Bob Garcia, Richard Tutaki, Sean Sullivan among them. But no one is yet to be successful. Can Derek Whitley be the first? At the moment, he is trailing on our scorecards. 50-47 is our scorecards in favour of Muhammad Azawi after 5 rounds. We are set for 12. 3 cruiserweight straps on the line here tonight off the right hand. And again, you can see Whitley has switched back to southpaw, his preferred stance.
Hey, listen.
Azawi's leaning on him.
I don't want you coming around and pushing into him. You're moving into him as you come into it, okay?
Well, I'm going to criticise the referee here. He's actually been pushed down by the Algerian fighter. And it's professional boxing. Tell him to punch out. Tell him to keep working. Tell Azawi, again, Azawi pushing down, looking straight for the referee. He's got the referee in his pocket right now.
Clever from Azawi. 5 seconds on the clock here. 6th round of 12. Right hook, left hand there from the southpaw Whitley. Snaps out the jab again, but he's finding nothing but the gloves of Muhammad Azawi.
But he is doing enough to steal this round because Azawi isn't punching. If you give a round on aggression, Whitley is scoring those punches to the gloves. They may be to the gloves, but they're still scoring shots in professional bout.
Well, don't know if it's a title fight. Muhammad Azawi leads on our unofficial scorecard, 59-57, with Derek Whitley of the USA pegging back through the last round.
Fight. He needs to take control, and I think if we give him that last round, 10-9, perhaps, that makes it a lot closer fight at 59-48. He's back in this round, but Azawi cannot afford to take too many rounds off like he just did. And clearly Whitley feels he hurt Azawi there, caught him with the left hand on the way in. Azawi not hurt, but can't afford to give his man any confidence.
Snappy left hand there from Whitley. Pokes out the jab. Now it's Whitley in centering, and just like that, Muhammad Azawi turns the tide, gets back to centering.
Impression on those fights, but there's not a lot landed. Azawi sneaky again.
He's just showing the judges again, Mike, how easily he can turn the tide and swing things in his favour without even raising a sweat.
Yeah, well, that was gamesmanship there. He dropped the elbow. He said his man had dropped to his knee, looked to the referee as he pushed him out of the ropes with his hip. So sneaky, experienced professional tricks there.
The tricks that he used as an amateur boxer competing in the Sydney Games, also when he defeated the great Cuban Felix Savon in an army match, non-sanctioned bout. But still, what he'll tell himself and his kids and his grandkids and his great-grandkids about, Mike, the day he beat Felix Savon.
Again, the busier fighter. Azawi, that guard nice and high. I'd like to see him just do a little bit more now. That was a wild right hand, a rare moment of ill caution, if you like, from Azawi.
So another good round here for Derek Whitley. It started slow for him. Azawi was on the upper at the start of the round, but Whitley is bringing it home nicely here from the outside of the ring. Flicks the jab into the face of Azawi, and we've got it going to Muhammad Azawi on my scorecard, 68-67 to Azawi. According to our scorecards, however Mike Angove is seeing them, if Derek Whitley has a strong round here on our scorecards, he will tie the fight. Azawi can't afford to let his work rate slip here. 2 minutes 5 remaining, round 8 of 12. 3 cruiserweight straps are on the line here, including the PABA cruiserweight title and the IBF Australasian cruiserweight title. Certainly impress us here. He's in centre ring, trying to keep Muhammad on the outside. And you can see Muhammad Azawi just circling anti-clockwise. He'll try and work his way back onto that centre ring logo and turn Whitley back against the ropes. Whitley doing a good job. Nice evasion work from the American. All tied up, and the referee separates them.
I think Muhammad's doing a good acting job, actually. The southpaw is naturally going to dip down that way. As
We said he'd get there. It's amazing how he does it.
Well, there's 3 of them in the ring, mate. He's going to be on there at some stage. Again, Azawi, he's pushing his man down. The referee does need to take control of this a little bit. Needs to tell these boys to put in a little bit more fighting.
Holding around his neck.
So referee just warning Azawi there not to clinch around the back of the neck. Nice prodding, left hand galloping like the big stallion that he is. Nice jab again from Whitley. Controlling centre ring here, the American. A much 40 seconds remaining on the clock.
Well, Muhammad hasn't done too much in this round. He's coming off the left jab with the left hook. He's really looking snappy with that left jab. And he's got some authority by it, leading with the left. Left hook followed with the right hand of his own. A little of a sting on his right hand, but certainly the left hand's effective.
I tell you what, folks, Derek Whitley looking very impressive in orthodox stance here. Final 10 seconds. No, there goes the bell. And I'm going to say, lock that one away for Derek Whitley.
Can't disagree with you, Mr. Chibolo.
You've got to get the abacus out and do the math on this one, because things are getting interesting here at the Sky City Casino. After another impressive round in the 10th from Derek Whitley, we've now got him trailing by only 2 points. And that means if Whitley can win the 11th and 12th rounds on our unofficial scorecards, we might have round 11, the penultimate round. We are
certainly Whitley coming back, staying in the conventional stance, because it's been effective for him, going with a nice digging body shot there. These are the championship rounds, and it is often the fighter in these close rounds who closes it out. And Azawi, he is the champion. He really needs to do that and finish with a dominant performance. He cannot afford to get on his bike and let this man get any rhythm and catch the judge's attention.
Yeah, Whitley has started out again in orthodox stance. It served him well in the 10th round. It served him well in flashes earlier in the bout, and he's still sticking to orthodox stance, although he is a southpaw fighter by nature. Certainly looks a lot better when he's jabbing off the left hand, does Derek Whitley.
Well, Azawi just hasn't adjusted to it yet. You know, he needs to go back to his normal game against a conventional fighter. He's prepared for a southpaw, but he's sparred thousands and thousands of rounds. He's fought very few southpaws in his career, so he just needs to go back to banging.
Azawi, that high, tight guard, just feels with the jab, drops down to the left rib cage. There's a jab again to the nose, and immediately Derek Whitley responds. A couple of uppercuts off the lead hand. Azawi, 4-punch combination.
Well,
nothing getting through for the Algerian cleanly, though.
Well, nice work with Azawi, leading with the left body shot off the jab, doubling up high, going body head with the right hand, really to finish it. He's letting his man tee off far too much.
Uppercut right hand, and Whitley is forcing Azawi to move a lot here in the 11th round of 12. 1 minute 20 left on the clock. Another snappy jab from Derek Whitley. He's got a real sticky left hand on him when he fights in orthodox.
Azawi just needs to push the pace a little bit more. He's just not stepping up his game. He really needs to take control of these rounds, take them by the scruff of the neck. Mike,
I've got Whitley ahead so far in this round with 1 minute or so remaining. Beautiful uppercut just popping off the lead hand. If Whitley wins this round, we're going to be in for a cracker.
Well, if he gets a cent, And then remember, he's been in with some heavy hitters in his time. Azawi may think he's well ahead on the cards and posting. He can't afford to do that.
Nice, look at that left hook, uppercut combination from Derek Whitley. Snaps out the jab again. Beautiful work in the 11th round here from Whitley. Sitting behind that jab, he is faster than a speeding ticket, the American, and doing well, raking in the points.
Where's Azawi's jab of his own gone? He's got to keep that right hand of Whitley busy, not let him set up, not let him walk into his range.
What happened here, Mike? Someone slipped Azawi a Valium between rounds because he's gone to sleep here near the 11th.
Well, again, he had his man, he halted his man with a double jab right hand, but where were the follow-up shots? Where were the multiple combination punches that he needs to do? Again, catch the judge's attention. Whitley finishing the round strong. Left hook to the head, left hook to the body. The round possibly to Derek Whitley.
Nice, look at that left hook, uppercut combination from Derek Whitley. Snaps out the jelly, has it 108, a draw with 1 round to go. I've got it 106-105 in favour of Muhammad Azawi. Here we go in the 12th and final round. Intensity in both men here in the final round. They both come out smoking. Big looping body shot, still fighting in orthodox here. He's not going to give it up, Derek Whitley. And he's got Muhammad Azawi on the outside now. This is good work from Whitley.
Well, he's getting confident as well. Azawi needs to step it up. I mean, I've said it for the last 3 rounds. He cannot afford from Azawi.
Nice long-reaching jab from the Algerian. Flicks out 2 jabs, both fall short for Whitley. Look at him cut off the ring, though. Jabs again to the gloves of Azawi. Straight right hand from Whitley. Uppercut falls short. Azawi now gets to centre ring, but Whitley looks to back him up. He's looking to bully the Algerian. Bangs away to the left rib cage, then goes upstairs. Good body work and head work here from Derek Whitley. There's the uppercut, almost took out the ring lights. And a snappy jab again from the American. Mike, I wouldn't want to be a judge on this one. With 1 minute 35 to go, it's probably dead even.
I wouldn't like to call this one, just extremely close. Azawi expected to dominate this fight. Derek Whitley, the man who's closing out the championship rounds in style. And Azawi unable to accommodate Whitley as he switched to the orthodox stance.
The crowd starts to spark up. 1 minute 13 remaining. Who's going to steal it? Who's going to go kleptomaniac like a thief in the night here in the 12th and final round? Will Azawi maintain his undefeated record? Or will the journeyman, Derek Whitley, pull off an upset? Jab again. 35 seconds. 3 cruiserweight straps on the line. It's a lot at stake here at the Sky City Casino. Whitley edges forward. He stayed in orthodox stance. It served him so well for the last 2 rounds. And he's going to bring it home in orthodox. 14 seconds on the clock. Jabbing his way off the ropes there, Azawi. Final 10 seconds now.
Azawi's done a good job defensively. He hasn't really been clipped by any shots. But Whitley, the aggressor.
And Whitley's going for it here in the final seconds, looking for the one big kibosh, but he won't find it. Both men raise their hands in victory. I am going to give the final round to Derek Whitley, and that means that on my scorecard, Mike Angove, we've got ourselves a draw.